Hello subscribers. I'm going to go over the June subscription box with you guys. This month I chose a shadow box that can be interchangeable. So there'll be extras that you can add to it later on through the year if you'd like. I had initially made something else, made the video and everything, and once I was done with it, I just didn't love it. So last minute choice, I switched over to this and I absolutely love it. I hope you guys do too. In your box, you'll have your picture of what it looks like. So you have a 4th of July. I know it's close to 4th of July, but I still wanted to get something out there that was red, white, and blue. And then you have a cute summer one to throw in there. And then I have a fall, a Christmas, and a beach theme one so far that will be added to the website shortly. So those are what your shadow boxes look like. Here is your supplies that you have. So you have the back flat board that has the dots. That's how you'll poke your little mini signs out. You have the cutout board that your little pieces will fit into, the frame, 6 patriotic signs, 6 summer signs, 6 paint colors, 4 sponges, and a glue. So that's what that looks like. You've got your directions. The only thing I forgot to add on here was that you may, and it's fine, they may just be tight, but like some of them, once, even though it's cut from the same wood, the same, thing, it's, and sometimes I do piece together things. If something didn't cut right and I have to throw a piece away, sometimes I'll use a different piece of wood, even though it comes from the same lot. You never know. So I do use sandpaper to like rough the edges down. If it's too tight for you, you can do that. So you have your 4th of July sheet on the back and then the directions on the front. I try to make them as best as I can to explain how to put it together so you don't have to always just watch the video. So a few things that I always have with me is sometimes I have a painted tray. These are from Dollar Tree. I have my little wooden picker. I know that they have these. They're pink at Dollar Tree if you need something like that's sharp. I do sometimes use my paint pens. I have these listed in my Amazon store. I love them for just, like fine details for things. And then you'll have your sponges, your glue, and then I did red, white, blue, black, and yellow paint. So totally, oh, I'm sorry, and brown. Dark brown, because that's what I have the frame. Usually I'll have a cup of water with me and I'll like wet my sponge down a little bit to get like the stain look for my frame. So the only thing that you'll have to paint first is the actual frame part. You don't have to paint this background piece. This piece here just goes to the side. I'm going to show you once we get this all together, the dots, how they match up so that you know how to paint and put your mini signs together. Oh, I'm missing the little piece of the basket. That's okay. I'm not going to stop and cut it. We're just going to keep going. So I'm going to push these little things out. Okay, so the frames are the only pieces that you will have to paint. So I'm not gonna go ahead and paint them. I'm just gonna show you. So you have the dots. The 2 dots that are together on the top are the ones that you want the long piece on. See how it fits like that so that you're able to like poke through on those. Okay, so that is my tip for that. These 2 holes go on, it's not really the top because the American sign goes sideways, but just when you're putting this frame together, make sure that your dots are even in these holes here and the frame is like this. So that is that trick on that one. And then you have your summertime sign. I forgot to grab mine. Let me grab mine. So I have the 4th of July set in here. This is the 4th of July set. And like I said, you just poke out those signs and they come out. So it's just like a little shadow box. I thought this was adorable. I need to get like a generic set together so that you guys have something generic. Make sure when your frame is in there that it's in there good. Sometimes you'll have to go in like, I did notice like some of these I had to go in like sideways. I can't do this from the back. To go in sideways and push it through. I don't know why that one seems so tough. Maybe this one goes on the bottom. I did have to sometimes play around with them too, like I said, with the wood being from the same sheet. Sometimes it just doesn't always work the way it should. There we go. That one went on the bottom. And then I had the 4th of July on top. And like I said, with these, you may have to sand the edges a little bit. Even like the inside of the frame should be fine. Like, okay, this one would not go in if I went in a certain way. So I had to just kind of go in like that to get it in. So just play with it a little bit. You know, it all is cut out, but sometimes it's kind of funky getting it back in. So then these pieces just set right in like so. Oops, you see, that one doesn't go that way. So if I go in this way, then it fits fine. See, it's just kind of weird, just kind of wonky. So that is how the America one looks. I know some of you said you sometimes have paints or you have paints from previous kits. I will never not send enough paint to do pretty much what we need to do. But remember, you can mix colors. Like for the watermelon, I added a little bit of white to it to kind of lighten it down a little bit. The yellow, I would add maybe a little bit like dark to it to make it brighter for the lemons. I did change my mind because I had a darker yellow on this and I ended up putting the lighter yellow in. So these are the summer kits. So the summer one, oops, I just put this upside down, will go sideways. So remember when you're painting yours and gluing them on, you know, not that you can't just flip it, that this is how these will be. And then you've got the ant. And then you've got the little picnic basket. I would mix the dark brown with the white to get a lighter coat on the picnic basket. And I barely painted anything on there just because I wanted the lines to show. So I didn't paint it very dark because I wanted the lines to show on the picnic basket, and the lemon was the same way. The straw I didn't touch. I just left it plain. Or no, I take that back. I did paint it a little white. I just used a little dot on my pen to make the black dots. You could use a Sharpie if you have one, or just use the tip of a paintbrush to do that. So with the things that look really hard, like the white part of the ant's eyes, I took a brush, or you could use like a picker, something real small, and I filled in the white circles, let that dry. Then I went around and painted it black so that it would be a little bit easier than to try to fill in. That's just how I do it. It is not perfect at all. It looks better on camera than it does in person. Same for the white here. I started with the green, and then I had green from before that I had. You could also mix a little paint up. Wooden skewers is another thing I use a lot. They're just like, I mean, this thing is like filled with paint. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of blue. I'm gonna grab a little bit of yellow. And then you can get a little green shade with the yellow and blue. And then that's how you can paint this. Or if you have the green from before, or I'm sure most of you have craft paints, you could do that even first, then do the white line, and then do the red. So that way that if you have the red, so do the green first, then do the white, then do the red. Mine, again, is very... It doesn't look perfect. Watermelon lines aren't perfect, are they? So that's what that one looks like. So this is what your kit is for the month. Just this cute shadow box. Like I said, you have to play with it. Sometimes they'll pop out easy. Sometimes you have to go in it almost like a puzzle, like a certain way for them to fit. And then I will show you the other samples that I have. I have them packed up here. This is the fall one. It's got Hello Fall, the little squirrel leaf, acorn, pumpkins, and like this little box of apples. And then the Christmas is a Christmas tree, a little gnome Santa ornament. The little fireplace with the fire and the stockings is too cute. Merry Christmas, and then a reindeer. And then the Feeling Salty has like a little pail with the sand dollar, starfish, sand dollar. This is a little basket with fish in it. It's so cute. Can't wait to paint this kit. You got the little crab and then the little pelican. So these will be the extra kits that will be added to the site as soon as I can get them added. And again, please don't show photos. Not everybody's, my mailman hasn't even picked up yet today. So they haven't actually gone out yet. They're outside waiting for everybody. And then there's still some more pickups. So please wait until everybody is finished. I'll give the okay when it's okay to start posting your photos. I'm finally able to breathe. I have just a slight runny nose still, but I have been stopped up since like Saturday evening. I don't know what happened. So no week with Braxton this week. I've been sad because I have to stay away if I'm not feeling right because of his immune system. I can't get him sick. So I've been staying at home and trying every concoction I can to try to get rid of this. And yeah, it's just slowly taking its toll trying to get it out of my body. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks.